What is up everyone, it is George from GeoPCs and I have done my normal by forgetting where I've actually put my tripod. That's just something I do all the time. We have new kit finally at GeoPCs. Got some nice fluffy, it's not real, so I'm not killing sheep for this, alright, don't worry. But yeah, I've got some new stuff. That's my old hoodie. I've gone to grey now, but my grey hoodie already got filthy, so that's in the wash. Now I've got my black one on back on. Hey. So yeah, new equipment, and today we are going to be reviewing the HP Omen 14. This is the RTX 4060 version, 16 gigs of DDR5 and a 1TB M.2 SSD Gen 4. I think the Gen 5 enables, to be fair, but yeah, I got this for a good steal on eBay for £850, which is not bad at all, to be fair. Ideally, I bought this because I'm starting off the record business related stuff, so like managing any ongoing websites I've got going on at the minute, and like back-end cybersecurity related stuff for a job that I'm soon to start for a client. So this will come in handy for on-site stuff, hence the 14-inch, and the OLED panel stuff. That's just for a bit of cheeky gaming in there. So yeah, I thought I'll buy it, but also make a review about it. So it should be pretty decent. So yeah, let's get straight into the unboxing. So as you guys saw from the beginning already, it opens up a bit like an Apple PC, but HP. But let's hope that HP don't continue their Hinge problems, HP, on gaming laptops. So yeah, because the amount I've repaired this week in the shop, HP laptops with hinges that have literally come loose from the back LCD. I'm just hoping the premium lineup of PCs that they've kind of, you know, thought, because this computer either way, even though I bought it for 850 quid, still 850 quid, whatever, bought it off a private seller off eBay, but it's still going for about 1400 quid brand new. So you'd think for a premium lineup of 1400 quid PCs, HP would kind of go, well, maybe let's spend a bit more money on these places, but we'll see what's going on, especially with it being an OLED panel. Then OLED panels are not cheap, you know. If it pulls off and the screw comes out and breaks the panel, yeah, that's like 800 quid alone just for a panel. So as we can tell here, they have gone for the way of, what do we call it, the non-plastic route, the let's not kill the turtles route. What do you call it? You guys know what I'm on about. You probably don't, but yeah, the recyclable route. So yeah, laptop, as you guys can tell, it's already pretty thin laptop for a gaming laptop with an RTX 4060 in it. So shall we do what normal tech reviewers do? Shall we pop that to one side and see what accessories we get in the box? So obviously you get your paper. I'm guessing there's stickers or something in here for RRP 1400 quid. I could be completely incorrect about that. No, you get pamphlet and all the other stuff, so pretty useless. That goes to one side. So you get your charging brick, which is 140 watts, USB-C, nothing special about that, and then the plug to power it up. So that's what you get in the box. That's it, nothing special. So I'm gonna keep that over here how it should be. Right, let's go on to the laptop. So again, if I had a tripod, I'd be able to record this just a little bit better. So it's not as fine peel like Apple products are. Naughty. So I've gone for the black version. Ooh, very nice. That is a very nice laptop. I'll do some B-roll shots over it so you guys can see. The only problem I have with OLED panels on laptops is because of how thin the panel is with being OLED. I've got 2 OLED monitors here, and they're very thin too. This OLED monitor has already started slightly curving because of how thin the actual monitor is. That one's a bit more rigid built, so it hasn't actually started doing that yet, thank goodness. But if you guys can see, no, you can't see really, but if you, from my point of view now looking at it, it's already got a bend in it. So that's the one issue I see with OLED panels, is how thin they are. They bend very easily. They don't break, they just start bending with more movement. Like if I do, you can't really see it, to be fair, it's quite difficult. You can kind of see that slight curve, ever so slightly, but that's what you get for OLED. It is a fingerprint magnet, a massive fingerprint magnet, but it wipes off pretty easy. Again, so around all sides it looks pretty, apart from that, oh no, that's just the paper, don't do that. So on this side you have your USB-C charging with the headphones. On the back, which is what I like, you've got the USB-C again, the raw power, and a HDMI cable. And then on this side you've got 2 USB 3.0s or 3.2 ports, and then obviously the front you've got bugger all, because that's where you open it, you're not going to have anything on the front. You have some small little details here, which is designed and built for winning. On the back you've got your vent grills, which their intake, if you're running a 4060, I know it's thermal, it's liquid metal in here, but if that's the intake, that's a little bit of a thingy moment, because that's not a guarantee to be the best intake ever. But liquid metal's decent. The only problem with liquid metal is once it's hot, be very careful banging it down, moving it about in any certain position. Look at that, look at the amount of fingerprints on there now. Yeah, don't move it about in certain positions, because it can leave the gasket on the CPU and destroy, and I mean completely destroy, the board. So just be careful with that. I've seen it happen on the ROG Ally, you know, the controller version. It's completely destroyed the whole thing. It's bricked the whole system. So it's saying ACPI BIOS. It's done that because the liquid metal's gone onto the board and basically bricked the board. So it happens. It's a really good thermal solution to use, but it can be very, very risky for the end user like myself or anyone else if there is a fault on it. So let's open up the thing, let's do a hinge test. I mean, to be fair, actually, you know what, oh no, I don't want to move that yet. Let's do the hinge test again with one finger. Okay, hinge problems, HP is doing a good job. Yeah, you got your glossy monitor, as you guys can see yourself there. There's my other OLED monitor behind, which is also glossy, so there's like 2 mirrors. Looks like the hinges are, with it being an OLED, I'm guessing it will be fused into the back panel, so that's probably hopefully a win, I hope. Time will tell, that's all I'm going to say, time will tell. So you got your, obviously, your hinges here. They're not 360, they look like 360 hinges, but they're not. You got your Omen thing there, and then there is the keyboard and everything else. So the keyboard is actually a HyperX keyboard, so it's quite tactile, very gamery. The trackpad is massive, humongous. Let's have a look. Yeah, so it's not a glass. Well, it's no, it's not glass. It's not a glass trackpad, but it's got quite a nice click to it anyway. Not like it really matters, because if you're gonna be using a game laptop, you're gonna be using a mouse. But it's good for other stuff anyway, I guess. Ooh. That's a very, very, very nice sounding keyboard. I don't know if there's any charge at all in this. But yeah, the build quality on it looks pretty decent, to be fair. I'll give that to Hinge Problems. And it's got a nice little text over here, which literally does 014, which is a 14-inch laptop with some like gamer-esque look to it. I'll see if there's any charge in it. I think it's got a shipping lock on it, so it doesn't turn on randomly during shipping. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on charge and continue the video. But a lot of this is going to be used for my editing, like remote editing, and bit gaming and business related stuff. So hopefully the battery life is pretty decent here. I think they give up to about 7 hours on idle in decent life, but I don't think that's true. I think it can be a lot less than that. But for the selling point, they'll pull it down as that. So I'm going to close this up, pull it on charge, and yeah, see what we can make out of it. So what I'm going to do as my second thing is video editing. So I'm going to edit this video exactly on this laptop and see what it's like really in 4K editing. And I've also got another video to edit, and if this video is decent to edit on that, I'll also edit on that instead of my desktop PC. So yeah, can't complain. I keep looking at myself on the screen here instead of my camera, sorry about that. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's not as in-depth as all these bigger YouTubers that have lighting left, right and centre. I just picked my camera up on the phone and I'm just like, right, this is the laptop, this is this and that and that and that, blah blah blah. I'm just straight to the point with it. I will get to the point one day where I have everything and lighting and the whole shebang. So anyway guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. But remember, see you later.